Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we'd do a 2-page potty training scrapbook layout. The paper that I'm using today is from Doodlebug Design. This is the Seasons pack and I purchased this from Joann's, and these two are the ones that I'm using for today. Actually, I almost forgot, I'm also using this light blue cardstock. This is from the open sock section at Michael's. It does measure 11.5 by 11.5, and I'll go ahead and back that on a piece of 12 by 12 craft cardstock paper. I have inked all my edges today with my Stampin' Up! Early Espresso, and I'll tape it down with my ATG. For my first piece, it does measure 11.5 by 5.5, and this is a Googled image that I brought down to my silhouette and trays. Now, recently in the video that I actually posted yesterday, I think it was the best friends layout, I had a question from Lisa, I believe. She wanted to know when I do mention for my border pieces, when I say they're Googled images, if I could say the names of what I'm Googling. The thing is, I have all these border pieces on my silhouette from months and months ago. I do have a video on how I show how to look for borders. The only thing I ever search for on Google for these, like it shows in that video, actually it's scallop borders. And when I'm searching through the videos, I click on an image and I might like it, I might not. And from then on, I click on view more, which takes me to other pages and so on. I literally have no life, and sometimes I'll sit there for 45 minutes and continue searching and searching, going to other pages. So I only ever look for scallop borders, and it's just borders that have accumulated through the months. And I've only been doing videos for a couple of months, but I've had the silhouette for way longer, and it's just I have about a couple of file pages with nothing with Googled borders. So sometimes that's the only reason why I say it's a Googled image that I brought onto my silhouette and trays. Lisa, I hope that helps you, and I'll try to link that video at the end of this one to see if it helps anybody else. I know that the borders that I have are really nice, but it takes me a while to get to them on Google. So this one, I'll go ahead and bring it down here. And for my next piece, it's actually the same piece. I actually just took this piece, how I had it sized, duplicated on my knife feature. I cut it. So this one actually measures 11.5 by 1 1/4, and my plan for this one is just to give it like an offset effect, like so. Next, for my top border, it does measure 11.5 by 1 1/8, and this one I'll go ahead and bring it up here, and I'll go ahead and use my zip dry for this. And my idea was just to give it about maybe like a 1/4 inch to show. It doesn't have to be perfect. And for my next page, I actually already have it ready. Now this paper is actually the same page, it's just from the opposite section, so I went ahead and duplicated and then cut it on my silhouette. So this one was actually up here, and this is actually leftover paper from in between the layers that I had left over, and I thought it was pretty cute, so I decided to use it instead of throwing it away or using a different border on top. So I'm pretty much using the full sheet of my 12 by 12 paper, so I like that. I do have 3 photo mats. They do measure 4 by 4 and 7/8. I do have 3 of them. And on my silhouette, I did internal offset. The files that I'm using today, I actually purchased them from Etsy. I'll go ahead and leave the information on the description down below just in case anybody is interested. And I did do a print and cut on everything. I do have my title. It does read Potty Animal. It does measure 9 3/4 by 2 7/8. Now on the actual words, I use Winkastella. On my elephant, I use stickles and glossy accents on the eye. And the title does come with little stars attached, which since they cut off, I used 1 thickness of foam tape on them. Next, I do have my little bear sitting on the toilet. He does measure 4.5 by 2 3/4, and the same thing, I use my stickles and glossy accents on the eyes. Next, I have my sink. It does measure 5.5 by 3 5/8, and I actually ended up putting stickles on everything just because they are print and cut, and I did want them to stand out. For my little stool, it does measure 2 3/8 by 3 3/8, and I did pop it up on foam tape. And this one, it does read Big Kid. I do have a cute little elephant. It does measure 4 3/4 by 4 1/4. I did pop it up on foam tape. Next, I do have my little dragon. I think he's a dragon actually. He does measure 4 3/4 by 5 1/8. He's also popped up on foam tape, and I'll bring him over here. This file is so cute. As you could probably tell from the title, I'm actually potty training my son. It's not really going so well, but he has to learn. I have to potty train him soon because he's going to go into daycare next month actually, and they don't accept the kids if they're not potty trained, and I need him to be potty trained. But it's going horrible, so, but I really have some cute little pictures, so hopefully that makes up for it. And this file actually comes with 2 titles. I decided to use this one instead. I can't remember what the other one says, but it does come with 2 titles, and it also comes with a little girl. But I decided to leave her out since this is for my son, not for my daughter. And there you have it. This is my 2-page potty training scrapbook layout. If you enjoyed the video and like to give me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it as well. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye for now.